Alexander the Great and Gold. In 330 BC, one of the most famous conquerors in history marched into the Persian capital of Persepolis. His name was Alexander the Great. At that moment, he had already defeated powerful armies and expanded his empire across much of the known world. But what he found in Persepolis was not just another city. It was a treasure beyond imagination. Ancient historians recorded that Persepolis contained one of the largest accumulations of wealth in the ancient world. For generations, Persian rulers had stored vast quantities of gold and silver in their royal treasuries. When Alexander captured the city, he suddenly gained control over thousands of tons of precious metals. This discovery changed everything. Gold became the fuel of Alexander's empire. With it, he paid his soldiers, funded his military campaigns, built infrastructure, and established new cities across Asia. Armies cannot move without resources, and gold provided the stability needed to keep a massive military machine operating. Alexander's conquest continued all the way to India, stretching his influence across thousands of kilometers. But behind every battlefield victory stood something less visible yet equally powerful: the ability to finance war. Without the gold of Persepolis, Alexander's campaigns might have ended much earlier. Wealth made expansion possible. Gold was not only treasure, it was strategy, power, and control. Gold finances empires. Empires are not sustained by armies alone. They require logistics, supply chains, and reliable payment systems. Throughout history, soldiers have needed to be paid, roads have needed to be built, and cities have needed to be maintained. Gold provided the foundation for these systems. In Alexander's empire, soldiers received their wages in gold and silver coins. Reliable payment meant loyal troops. Loyal troops meant stable control over conquered territories. This financial structure allowed Alexander to maintain momentum during his long campaigns. Gold also funded infrastructure. Roads connected distant provinces. Cities became centers of trade and administration. Economic stability allowed the empire to grow rather than collapse under its own expansion. This pattern repeated itself throughout history. Strong empires understood that money must be trusted. When soldiers and merchants believe in the value of currency, trade flows and power expands. Gold played a central role in maintaining that trust. It was universally recognized, difficult to counterfeit, and scarce enough to hold lasting value. For these reasons, gold became the backbone of imperial economies across the ancient world. Rome and the aureus. The Roman Empire provides another powerful example of gold's role in maintaining stability. Roman soldiers were often paid with a gold coin known as the aureus. Each coin contained roughly 8 grams of gold and represented reliable purchasing power across the vast Roman territories. For centuries, this system worked well. The aureus was widely trusted and accepted across the empire. Soldiers could rely on their wages, merchants accepted Roman coins, and trade flourished. But over time, some Roman emperors faced financial pressure. Wars became expensive, and government spending increased. Instead of raising taxes or reducing costs, some rulers chose a different solution. They began to reduce the gold content of coins. By mixing gold with cheaper metals like copper, the government could produce more coins while using less precious metal. At first, the change seemed small, but over time, people began to notice that the coins were losing value. Trust in the currency weakened, prices rose, inflation spread across the empire. This process damaged the Roman economy and contributed to long-term instability. The lesson was clear: when money loses its real value, confidence in the entire system can collapse. Yet even during this period, pure gold coins retained their purchasing power. While diluted currency lost credibility, gold itself remained trusted. History once again showed a simple truth: when financial systems weaken, gold continues to hold value.